In this video, we are focusing on expanding brackets. The distributive law is used to expand and remove brackets. A term outside the bracket is multiplied by each term inside the bracket. If the number in front of the bracket is a negative, the sign of each term inside the brackets may change when expanded. Looking at this rule, this example here, we have A times B, which is AB, and A times C, which is AC. It's separated in the middle here in the brackets by an addition symbol, which makes it AB plus AC. Let's take a look at some questions involving expanding brackets. The first question says 3 bracket A plus 2C bracket. So I put my equal sign as I'm working down the page and I indicate what I'm going to do straight away. I'm going to multiply that 3 into the brackets. So the first one is 3 times A, that equals 3A. I don't do anything here just yet. I wait to see the outcome from this because remember, this addition belongs to the 2C and sometimes they're negatives. So let's multiply this. 3 times 2 is 6. It's a positive 6 and the letter C sits there. Let's look at the next one. Again, working down the page, put your equal sign there. Indicate what you're going to do. You're going to multiply into the bracket. 3 times x is 3x. And again, that term is owned, okay, owning the addition sign there, making it a positive 4. So don't do anything here just yet. 3 times 4 is 12. It's a positive 12. Question 3 here, we have a negative, so you've got to be careful what you do when you're multiplying a negative with a negative, in this case the negative 5. So we've got a negative 2 bracket x minus 5 bracket. So straight away you have to indicate what you're going to do. You're going to multiply into the bracket. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. This owns the subtraction symbol, making it a negative 5. So we go negative 2 multiplied by negative 5. 2 negatives make a positive, so that's a positive 10. In question 4 down here, we have 2x bracket 4x minus 3. Straight away I indicate my intention to multiply into the bracket. Now we do have the pronumeral on the outside this time, so make sure when you're multiplying pronumerals that that is done separately. So 2 times 4 is 8. X times x is x squared. Let's remember this subtraction is owned by the 3, making it a negative 3. So 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And we have an x here and no x in here, so it just sits down beside the negative 6. Now we move over to question 5. We have 2 sets of brackets here. So we still do the same to each one. So we show our intention to multiply into the bracket. Drop the equal sign showing we're working down and we multiply in. Numbers first. 5 times 2 is 10. That makes that 10p. And this term owns that addition there, making it a positive number. So 5 times 1 is 5. Put the plus symbol down in between, and now we work this one here. 4 times p is 4p, and 4 times negative 2, that is owned. Okay, that symbol is owned by the 2, that becomes a term of negative 2, a positive and a negative, so 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And now what we have to do is the collection of like terms. So in this one here we have a 10p and a positive 4p. They have a relationship, they're like terms, and the two numbers have a relationship, they are like terms. So we must collect like terms when they are there. And now we can solve. This is the letter P, it's come first in order, so we work the red section, the two P's. 10p plus 4p is 14p. We leave this until we know what the symbol is going to be. We have a 5 minus 8, and that's going to give us a negative 3. So it reads 14p minus 3. So let's take a look at question 6 now. This is the same type of question as question 5. However, we have a missing number in front of a bracket, and when you have a missing number in front of a bracket, or there's no number I should say, we simply add a 1, and we have a subtraction this time, so it will be owned by this 1 on the outside, making that a negative 1. Let's work this and show our intention to multiply in the brackets as we would normally do. And let's go. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times positive 2 is a positive 6, and the y simply drops down. We don't do anything in here just yet. We wait to see the outcome of this multiplication. So negative 3 times 3x is negative 3x, and negative 1 times y is a negative y. And now we're going to collect the like terms. So we're looking for the terms that are related, have a relationship. So we look at the 3x being related to the negative 3x, and we join those. And the positive 6y is related to the negative y, and we link those together. So now we've collected our like terms, we can now go ahead and solve. So drop the equals, we work the red part here. So 3x minus 3x is 0. And then we look at the next one. We don't write any symbols here, additional subtraction just yet. We've got a positive 6y minus a y. Well, that's really a 1y because it's invisible. And that's going to give us a positive 5y. Now, we don't leave it here because we need to get rid of this 0. And we simply drop down the 5y.